Hey guys, what's up? It's David here, coming at you with a Lego set review. This is the Creator Expert Volkswagen T1 camper van, set number 10220. This came out in the year 2011, had a couple year production run, and then was discontinued. I was not able to purchase this when it was in stores, but I always wanted one because it's just, my buddy had one of these, and every time I was at his house, I'm like, I want to play with the camper van. So I finally got my hands on one. A guy down in California had one for sale, and wasn't $1 million because it didn't have the original box or instruction manual, which I don't really care about because all I really wanted was the bus. So I bought it from him. He shipped it up to me. He was real nice, real good about it. I got it, put it all together using the instructions off of Lego's website. If you didn't know about that, you can get the instruction manuals for, I think it's just about any Lego set off of Lego's website, free of charge. Gives you everything you need except for the pieces, obviously, doesn't leave anything out. So that was awesome. And I put it together, and here we are. So let's get into this. And right off the bat, I just want to say, I mean, to the guy who built this initially at Lego, good job. This thing is awesome. It's just, oh man, it is just one of the coolest Lego sets I think that Lego's come out with in a long time. Packed full of details. I mean, they hit a 62 bus spot on. And it's just, I love having this thing in my Lego area. It looks so cool. So let's get into it. So right off the bat, you can see here the color scheme. We have that nice bright red, the black trim line coming through here, and a white roof. The camper top here does come up and down, which is really cool. Really cool mechanism in there. I suggested you go take a look at how they built that in the instruction manual. In the back here we have a luggage rack with simulated wood. That's really cool. We have some curtains all the way through. This side has the camper doors in the back here that open up, and then of course the front doors open up too. Just like that. Which is really cool look, and it works out. I mean, it works good too. So that's really cool. Sometimes they get a little stuck on each other, but that's okay. Coming around to the back, we've got a tailgate, well, kind of a tailgate, and then the engine cover down here opens up, and there is a little bit of detail. Obviously, there's no engine block or anything, but it does have the drive pulley on there, and the distributor, and the fan shroud all the way in the back there. It looks pretty cool, pretty sweet. The tail lights, those came out awesome. Super simple, but dang, those are cool looking. The exhaust here is just that little piece coming off. They could have done better, but it works. Could have done better there, but it works. I love the white bumpers on this thing, and the way that they wrap around. It's just, it looks good. On this side, obviously no doors, or no back doors. It's got the front door, opens up there. The interior was actually pretty well optioned out is the wrong word, but detailed, there we go. I love the color on those seats there. That brown and then the medium blue, that's, it works. It's nice looking. Steering wheel in there, got some gauges up on the dash, pedals down here, and then the stick in there. I'll get you a better look here in a little bit. These doors are kind of a stud thick and kind of two studs thick. They're both, but they work out really good. They continue the shaping of the whole bus. Coming back around to the front, we have the Volkswagen logo up there. The license plate, Volkswagen 1962. Headlights, those look really good. Turn signals, and then this trim piece comes down in the middle. They could have rounded off those sharp edges on the white poking through there, but obviously, but the overall look of this bus is pretty good. You know, there's a few little things that's like, that could have been better, but it's not bad. The windshields, it's a split window bus, so they do fold up. I just leave them up because I like the look a little bit better. And coming around to the interior here, let's pop everything off. This bus is a touch fragile. It's a really good looker, but when you really start getting into it and taking it apart, you need to be careful because some of the parts are going to come off that aren't supposed to come off. So let's pop open the back here. See, that one comes off good. And then the front, maybe. Oh, sweet. Well, my Lego set just proved me wrong. It came off really good that time. So the interior here is plumb full of details. I mean, it's awesome. So up front we got the gauges, the stick shift there, a little turn stock indicator kind of looking thing. Pretty good amount of space. One thing that I do kind of complain about on this bus is they left the bottom of the seat like completely open, so you can just see right through to the frame and the floor. You know, just the actual underside of the vehicle. You can kind of see it there. You can see through. Wish they had done a little bit better there, but, you know, tiny little detail that not a ton of people are going to have issues with. I do, but, you know, perfectionist over here. The back is nice and roomy. It's got the checker flooring in there. You got a sink over in the corner. Open up the doors. You can see the sink there. There's a table that folds up. Come on. This is difficult. There we go. The table folds up just like that. Pretty cool look there. And then this back seat actually folds down into a bed. Like that. And that's pretty cool. I like how they continued the color scheme really nice through the front and the back of this. They didn't have to do that, but they did, and it looks a lot better that way. The seat sometimes really gives me troubles. Here we go. Put the mug back in there. You got some sconces hanging from the side there. It's just a really, really cool bus. The one thing I don't like is that they put this cabinet sort of thing back here. They have a shirt in there, but it's just... They could have been a better use of space. You know, they could have done something different there. And I think it would have looked a lot better. But again, that's just me being nitpicky. Coming around to this side, in that little cabinet, there is a shirt right there. It says, "Make Lego models, not war." I'll throw back to the 60s there. Overall, this bus is super cool. The Lego model designer did a really good job on it. I'm not doing them half justice by showing it because my space, honestly, is just not big enough to show it. This bus is really good size. And it's just a super cool model. If you guys can get your hands on one, if you really like these old buses, I suggest you do it. Because it's a neat build. It's a cool bus. And it looks awesome. Pop up the top there. Ha! It's just cool. So that'll be it for the Lego set review here. But I'm going to give you a little extra. Because once I got this bus, I was looking at the pieces, and I was like, you know what? I bet you I could build one too. Out of my own pieces. But I'm going to do it different. You know, I've got a Volkswagen bus here. It's a camper special, you know, it's cool, it's neat. But what do you need when you have a sweet camper? We need a truck, right? So you can haul stuff around. Ta-da! Pull the bus out of the way here. I'll show off the truck. So this is a crew cab truck. They did make this configuration back in the 60s. It wasn't super common, especially around the US, but it was more common down in South America, I believe. But it just ever since I saw one of these, I was a little kid, I was like, I want one of those. So I built one. So it's a crew cab configuration with a box on it. And I just had so much fun building this. So it really does take a lot of design features from the bus, but then I changed it up quite a bit. Obviously, I bobbed it and made it into a truck, and it's a crew cab, and the doors still work just as they would. I changed the interior color to be more industrial, do you want to call it? More like a work truck. So pop the top off and show you that. So I changed it to a two-tone tan interior. We have the dark tan insert and the light tan. Got the stock, or well, you know how the Lego model had it, the dashboard up here, stick shift, all the same. I did do a little bit more work filling in the bottom of the seat so that you can't see through the floor. And in the back here, my initial plan was to have that little cubby cutaway back here, but this really drained my supply of red, so I just wasn't quite able to do it. So underneath the back seat goes all the way back here. This is just open space. You can throw tools or your lunchbox or whatever you want back in there. And pull it around to the back here, show you the back side. So just like the official Lego model, you have the back opens up, shows you the little motor in there, and then instead of that lift gate, it actually has a miniature tailgate, which is just adorable. And then on the sides here, you can see that we have some wooden rails so that we can hold a little bit more cargo. On the other side, has 4 doors, or 2 doors on this side as well, so it is a true 4-door crew cab pickup truck. The back seat has a ton of space. It's awesome. I had to get me one of these in real life. You know what? This is sweet. So that's really about it for this model. I had a ton of fun doing this. If you guys like these Volkswagen buses, I would really suggest, picking one up or using your own part selection to make one, because it's a blast. It is so much fun to do, and they turn out, they look awesome, especially when you get the two of them together. That's sweet right there. Well, that'll do it for this video. Kind of a weird one, but a ton of fun. I had a blast building these models. Let me know what you guys think of these in the comment section down below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.